So Pokemon Go has come a very, very, very long way from where it was. And it's actually a much more robust game at this point. It's actually a game that I would, quite frankly, suggest anybody play. It's a quick and easy way to have access to the Pokemon universe, and for those of you who may not have a Switch or anything like that, it allows you to scratch that itch of gotta catch them all without having to, spend $300 or likely $700 due to supply constraints on the Switch, but that's neither here nor there. The point is Pokemon Go has changed a lot, and I want to go over some of the details. So firstly, you have your different researches. So you have special researches that you can do daily, weekly, and event-based, as well as app-based. So what that means is that you can get a bunch of rewards for going through multiple storylines, as well as these different storylines also open up the ability for you to get free legendaries like Mew and Celebi, Jirachi, etc. You also have the ability to get very special Pokemon every 7 days when you do a daily research task. How's battling fared? Well, it's gotten quite a few updates. So yes, the gyms are functioning relatively the same, but now they also function as Pokestops. So whenever you go there, you can get items, and they're not just places where you can get Pokemon coins for the shop. Also, they've also added battle leagues, where you can fight other people with your Pokemon in a more traditional-ish sense. It's not like you pick 3 and it's turn-based, but now you have the ability to give your Pokemon more than just a basic move and a special move. Your Pokemon can now, I think, have up to 3 or 4 special moves as well. So I have a Scizor that runs Bullet Punch for its fast move, and it also runs Steel Wing and X Scissor as its 2 other moves, which is pretty cool. It gives me some coverage. And you get plenty of rewards for doing so. The raid battles are also really freaking interesting too. You can get big Unga Bunga beaters by joining with some friends to take these things down, and it's pretty cool. That's also the best and easiest way to get legendaries. It's also a way to get shiny Pokemon as well. Shiny drop rates have gone up, so shiny Pokemon appear more often if they're part of the pool. There's always events going on at seemingly every single week, so there's always something new going on in the app, so you're never bored. It's got connectivity to Let's Go the games if you do have a Switch, and I think Pokemon Home is going to be in an upcoming update, is going to be allowing you to transfer Pokemon over from Pokemon Go to Pokebank and vice versa. So what that means is you'll be able, if I'm correct, and you're able to put Pokemon back into Pokemon Go, you could very well trade for Pokemon across the world with Pokemon Home, and then trade them back over to Pokemon Go. So that's going to be something interesting to look forward to. But either way, it's an app that effectively doesn't cost anything to do. It doesn't cost you much, if anything, to play it. If you spent an extra $5 a month, your experience might be nicer, but it's really not necessary. Especially in the coronavirus, they offer daily drops, so if you aren't able to leave your house per se to go walking around to Pokestops, you're still able to get a good amount of berries and Pokeballs, so you're able to still catch the stuff around your house without having to leave and not having to put yourself at risk. Niantic has done a fantastic job, especially in the wake of the pandemic, to make Pokemon Go much more accessible and do things that they probably wouldn't have done anyways if we didn't have it. So I guess there's a silver lining for everything. Also, they also now offer you the ability to, I think, once a year, change your team. So if you don't like being part of a Team Valor or Mystic or anything, and you haven't played in a while, you can switch your team to be what the majority of your friends are. So that's something you can that's a benefit as well. They've gotten up to Gen 5, and that's a thing, and that's pretty cool. So you've got up to Gen 5 Pokemon. And they also added Team Rocket, so now you can also battle Team Rocket. They have these shadow Pokemon things where you can fight them, you can purify them, and they're usually stronger and have traits and all that. And you also have the ability to fight Jesse and James occasionally, depending on if an event is going on. And you also have the ability to fight Giovanni and other Team Rocket bosses and get special Pokemon and rewards for doing so. You know, there's a lot more. I think that I'm probably that's not coming to my head, but I'll be honest with you, it's a really robust package, and at the low price of free, mostly, or at the very least mostly free. You know, it's actually not bad, and it's a game I think that if you spend like $5 a month on it just in in-game transactions, that $5 carries you a long way and makes life a lot easier and a lot more fun. It's pretty freaking cool. It's a game that has evolved a lot, and it's a game that I think is a very good value proposition, and it's something I think you should give a shot if you haven't ever played it, but you like Pokemon, or if you haven't played it since launch and want something better. And I will also state that the game is actually really stable now and doesn't crash as much as it used to, if at all. You know, I played for about 2 hours straight, and I didn't have a single crash at all, and the only reason I think it crashed was because my phone was overheating in the hot August weather. But anywho, thank you so much for listening, and that was my case for Pokemon Go.